Yeah, so this after this we created one more project, right? That is recent project Fragment. Yeah, this is the one we created. So now in this, what we did, just we created a project. So here we added two buttons. Like we will discuss this in details. Means here today we are concentrating more on the fragments. So on this fragment now we added two buttons. One is for first load first fragment, second fragment, and the remaining portion we added for this frame layout. So total we are three we added in one here, right? Then after that in main activity we not added anything, and here just we added that data binding enabled true, right? Now in this also we added this. Now here we used to add the data binding related. So where binding, so colon, so that here it will be generated the activity binding, right? So that activity main binding, just a bit. Yeah, so just I got one client call. So activity main binding, activity main binding equal to null, right? So then here now we have to add that other here binding equal to data binding util dot. So here we'll add this, right? Now here just we'll add the listener for those two buttons. So fragment one. So then set on click listener, set on click listener. Now here, so within once I click that button, I want to load another fragment here. So to load another fragment here, very simple code. So that we will write here. So with reference of the fragment manager. So that is var fragment manager column. So that is we called as a fragment manager equal to, so this we are taking this support fragment manager. So support fragment manager dot. So no, yeah, just we are declaring here first fragment manager. Then where fragment transaction. So we are doing some transaction on a fragment. So that we are doing here now. So the fragment transaction. So fragment transaction. So this is our fragment transaction equal to. So now with reference of this fragment manager. So fragment manager dot begin transaction. So we are beginning the transaction. This, right. Next from here now we have to create one new fragment. So first frag I'm creating here first frag. So that I'm declaring here that is equal to first frag. So we used to create this first fragment here, right? So first fragment we have to create. Now fragment transaction. So based on the fragment transaction, dot replace. So I want to replace that previous content with this new fragment. So that is where I want to replace, that is r dot id dot where we given the frame layout position, right? So that we are replacing here. So here, then here we have to create the first frag. So this first fragment content we are replacing with that. Then fragment transaction dot commit. So here we are doing that commit here. Done. Means here we are creating the fragment that we are doing with this reference of this. Now what we have to do here with this, now we have to create one this. So here now I want to create a fragment here. So click this new fragment. So here blank fragment. So name could be fragment, first fragment. So click on finish. Right. Now the first fragment will be created here. So with reference of those values, now we have to create step two, like wait, that will create, once we will create, that will create, we will run and we'll see. Yeah, now I connected already my mobile. Wait, I'll reconnect the mobile and I'll run this. Yeah, so I connected, just I'm running this. Now we will see this view here. So for that, now I'll open that visor tool. Means first fragment is loading or not. We will see that we will load from this. The second fragment we will load that in. Call fragment one. See here, the data is loaded. Hello blank fragment. Whatever the data is there in this fragment here, hello blank fragment. This data is loaded there, right? Like similar, now we will create for second fragment. So to create a second frag, just I'll copy this entire. Right here, this one need to change as a two. So here, instead of first fragment, we will create as a second fragment. But even though the second fragment also we are doing in a same position. So that same position we are doing here. So this is here second fragment, right? Now copy this. We have to create one new fragment. New fragment. So that is also blank fragment. Fragment two. So this fragment two UI we will modify something so that we can get to know that okay, whatever the code we are writing, that will be working like this. So this I'll change as a linear layout. So orientation, I'll take orientation as a vertical. So I'll remove this text view. Just we'll drag and drop one or two things so that we will get clarity here now. So from here palette, so one text view, one button, one image, like few things I have drag and dropped here. It's like this, right? Now first we will run so that we'll get to know that first fragment is loaded that page and second fragment is loaded this page, like we'll get some clarity. Then we will see. Now see load one. So now it is calling here image view. Why it is image view is not key. Okay, we will change some other image. So src. I see. Right now I'm running this. We will see now. See now I'm clicking this. See, this is loaded here now. Right now from here I want to navigate to the next page. So to navigate from here, the next page here, I'm writing the action for this particular button. So how can I write the action? So now, like similar here now. So here within this now. So there are a lot of things will be generated. So you no need to do this. You can remove all these things here from here now. Means whatever we are using that you can use. Remaining you can rest, you can delete. So this parameter, this is not required. So on create view is required here. So now this params and all I'm deleting here. So on create view and this companion object, this all the data you can remove. So only one method like on create there on create, like on create view is important for us. You can keep that on create view, right? Now here I want to give. So I'll show you in two ways to give, like how we need to first where button. So where button colon. So that is the button I'm calling here. So button so equal to null. Then here first if you want to write something here, now we have to declare here. So this return. So we have to change this return here. So for that, now here we have to add where view equal to inflated dot inflate, like this you have to write. Then here return that view we have to return here. Means whenever you want to write an action, you have to change this flow here. Then here now, so we have to find out that button equal to. So this is with reference of this. Like here we are in this, right? So we are in this. So with reference of the view group, you have to find out this button. So that is the so inflated dot inflate. So bundle saved ID. So here find view by ID. So inflator dot not inflator, right, is not coming. Yes. So here it is the view bundle container. So container dot find view by ID. So that is r dot id dot. So the button, that button. So now here we have to add. So the button dot set on click listener. So now from here I want to navigate to the in, like one activity. So where intent equal to intent. So that is this here means here context. So we have to write simple this comma. So from here where we have to, so I have to create a new class. So new class. I have to navigate to the new class colon class dot sharp. Then start activity of intent. That's all right. Now with this name, we have to create an activity here. Now I'm creating here activity. So how to create activity here now? Activity. So MTV's activity. So I created new class. That activity I have created that. Yeah, it is done. Now I'm running. We will see. What is the issue here? Class intent. So this context, we cannot say this is a context. So context should be the main activity here. So then get context. So context. Yeah. So this will work. This is not working. So here we can get the context means it will call main activity only. So second. So from here now, why it is not working? Button. What is the ID we created here in this fragment to second? Button only. Fragment second is this. Why this is created? We created this. We not created, right? We created second frag. Right. So this is the button. This only here we are calling. So it is not working. Why it is not working? So here simple. Whenever you got like this, now simple you can copy that and you can go to this. Here you can ask automatically it will give that proper code. Yes, you can search in Google also it will get, but instead of wasting that time here easily you can get here. Okay, sorry. This with reference of this view we have to find out. Not this one with reference of the view. This view we have to find out. That's why. Now we will see. Now I'm clicking this button. See, now it came to this page. So we navigated to this here. This, right, new class. This is so this will be fine. Now I want to go with the next. Like in case if with the data binding. So simple. If we like here we'll ask need with data binding. So data binding also similar here. First I'll show you here now. If you want data binding here, fragment second. So here you have to add, this is the layout. You can add like this layout, right? So layout. So then you can come back to here. So already the data binding will be generated, right? So now this we need to comment here. Then where binding column. So that is the not activity, right? This is the fragment 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 second binding equal to null, right? So then this is comment here. This one will change here now instead of view here now. So we have to write binding equal to, so that is inflator dot inflate. So first one could be here. So we have to write the context comma. So rest all the same, right? So sorry, not context, it is inflator. So inflator dot inflator comma this one container false. Data binding dot inflate. So data binding dot data binding util dot inflate. Right. So this is the one here. Now here this one I'll keep this for you. So then here now return binding dot root. So this one here now I'll copy this, I'll paste. So here now that is binding dot button dot set unleash. That's it. Remaining all are the same. So here done. So now I'm running this. See now I'm clicking on this. It is working like this. So fragments. So this is the way we will use the fragment. So if you can see the fragment life cycle, the fragment life cycle is like this. So it is almost the same. Whatever we see in those methods, it will be the similar to that. See here now. So on start, first fragment will start. See here, this is the diagram for this. So on attach, on create. This is the method main we will use. So like first it will, whatever the view will be created, that basic view, it will be create. On top of that, it will create the view. And from there on create view created. So that on start, on resume, then it will interact with the user. Then once we press back, on pause, on stop. So from there view will be destroy and destroy the view, then destroy and detach. Similar process of that, but it should be on top of the UI. Like once I created the content, like whatever this fragment, right here we created two fragments. Whatever the content I created in one fragment, that wherever you want that you can utilize easily, you can utilize that. So that we can utilize easily where you want, that you can easily utilize the all the places. That is the main motto of this. So similar way here, like see if I close this now. So in this, like here also we created the same. So we created a fragment and we do this. It means here, this is the bottom menu, right? This bottom menu, last time we already seen that. So there will be a bottom menu. We created the bottom menu. So like similar here means the default theme will be created in a bottom menu. On the top of that bottom menu, whatever you want, like you want to create one more bottom menu, that you can add that. So I'll explain that once again how this process will be here now. Just once we see the output, I'll explain just a minute. So this one. So this 3 default it came, but we added this, right? See, for this project here, normally extra what happens here now, this fragments, wherever this fragments is here, now we created a fragment similar way. But here for this extra view will be created, that is a menu. So in the menu, whatever we have to add, that menus will be listed here. That menus we have to add with reference of one ID here. Then after that, there is, you have to create one fragment. If we added the new menu, for that you have to add one fragment here. So that's the reason last time here we added one fragment called, that is a blank fragment. So now once we added here, we have to add that value in a navigation. So in the navigation screen, we have to add that new fragment. So in fragment, there is a notification one. So blank fragment. So layout will be the blank fragment we added here. So we have to add here fragment here. This. Once we added the fragment here, now in this main activity here also you have to call that fragment. So same process. Here, this is the bottom nav view. In this bottom nav view, here we have to call that notification one. So this is the one we call it this. So automatically the extra means maximum in a bottom menu, maximum of we can create 5. We can create a 5. But if whenever it is more than 3, only the active one will show the this. So only the active one will show this. In case if it is the 3, all will show icon plus text. So like that we have to create this, right? So this is the one we have to. So in this one more will be there. So that just will create a project, and that we will run and discuss in detail tomorrow about that one. So first I'll create one new project. So that is here navigation driver activity. So we have to create side menu. So that is nav bar, we call as a nav. So I create the project also with name of nav. Like that we will see tomorrow. Like left side one menu will create, right side one menu will create. So that we will see tomorrow. So that we will see tomorrow and we'll discuss. So with that, the fragments section will be done. So the next we'll see other steps. We will see that. Right. So this with this, because now if we'll start, it won't finish. That's the reason we will connect. We will see that tomorrow.